For all the work, every sprint, every free throw, every steal, it's determination that brought them here. This is where you prove yourself, where the team comes together. All your work comes down to one last game. This is March Madness Alaska, the high school basketball championships.
Welcome to Service High School. The gym is packed for the ASAA First National Bank State 2A Boys Basketball Championship game, and what a game we have. John Carpenter along with Jerry Bittner. Jerry, two good teams, the defending champs in Cook Inlet Academy and a team in Hydaburg that they both love to score.
They both love to score, and there's a little grudge match here. I was talking to the coach from Heidelberg. CIA knocked them out last year, so they want to come back and knock them out this year.
And they've been knocking everybody out coming into this game. They're averaging just under 80 points a game, the Hydaburg Warriors are. Basically, they've got the big three, the Warrior big three. George Peretrovich, he's averaging 27 points in the tourney. Vinny Edenshaw is averaging 22 points a game in the tourney, and Darren Edenshaw is averaging 19.5 points in the tourney. When we come back, we'll talk about the Warriors and the Eagles from Cook Inlet Academy. Stay with us.
March Madness Alaska is brought to you in part by First National Bank Alaska, Anchorage Convention and Visitors Bureau, Holland America Line, Anaconda Sports.
How can you be where I am, be anybody, using tobacco? We're sometimes at 10,000 feet. If you're smoking cigarettes up there, you'd not be able to breathe doing what I do. Tobacco's not sexy. The tobacco industry makes you think it's sexy. It's gross, it smells, you got bad breath. Girls that smoke. You ever kissed a girl that smokes? It's disgusting. Guys that spit tobacco on the ground, it's gross, you know? There's nothing appealing about it. What do I think about tobacco? Tobacco sucks.
Interscholastic programs are so much more than fun and games. Young people taking part in school sports, fine arts, and academic activities learn lessons that really count in life. Self-discipline, teamwork, and fair play. They also learn the merits of healthier lifestyles. Statistics prove that participation in school activities is an indicator of later success in college, career, and community. The Alaska School Activities Association and its corporate partners are investing in much more than programs. We're investing in lives.
The Permanent Fund Dividend Application filing deadline is March 31st. Have you filed your application yet? You can file online by visiting our website at www.pfd.state.ak.us. If you need assistance or have questions, call one of our offices in Anchorage, Fairbanks, or Juneau. Remember, your applications must be postmarked by March 31st. This message is sponsored by the Permanent Fund Dividend Division and aired by the Alaska Broadcasters Association in this station.
And we are back, getting ready for the introductions of the teams. Both these teams working their way hard through the tournament. Say hi to your mother there.
Hi, Mom.
We need some new floor help back here. But now looks like they're about ready to introduce the players here on the floor, so we'll just kick it over to the house PA. Stay with us.
Basketball championships. This evening's contest will feature the visiting team from the Cook Inlet Academy. Please welcome the Eagles. And now, please welcome the home team from Hydaburg, Alaska, the Warriors. We'll start by introducing the non-starters from Cook Inlet. First, a 5'10" freshman guard, number 3, Jeremy Franchino. Next, a 5'8" sophomore guard, number 12, Kohei Aguro. Next, we have a 6-foot sophomore forward, number 13, Brian Beeson. He's a 5'9" sophomore guard, number 15, Steve Borden. And a 6'2" center, sophomore, number 34, Blake Gabriel. And now the non-starters for Hydaburg. A 6'2" senior forward, number 00, Eric Adams. A 5'9" junior guard, number 23, Reginald Nathan. And a 5'10" senior forward, number 30, Captain Daniel Frank. And now the starting lineups for tonight's championship game. First from Cook Inlet Academy, a 5'11" forward, senior number 4, Jacob Peterson. From Hydaburg, a 6'2" senior forward, number 11, Captain Darren Edenshaw. From Cook Inlet, a 5'8" guard, junior number 5, Kyle Nettles. From Hydaburg, a 5'8" senior guard, number 15, Vinny Edenshaw. From Cook Inlet, a 6'3" center, senior number 21, Calder Hillier. For Hydaburg, a 5'11" junior guard, number 20, David Edenshaw. For Cook Inlet, a 6-foot forward, senior number 24, Captain Luke Myers. For Hydaburg, a 5'11" junior forward, number 21, Ben Young. And for Cook Inlet, a 5'10" sophomore guard, number 30, Andy Hall. And for Hydaburg, a 6'1" junior forward, number 32, George Perknovich. Cook Inlet is coached by Max Vavilov, assisted by Noah Shields, and hosted by Dick Blair. Hydaburg is coached by Jim Holy and assisted by Micah Anderson, and hosted by Doug Yates. ASAA and its corporate sponsors appreciate your attendance at this basketball game. This contest is being played under the authority of the Alaska School Activities Association. ASAA rules provide for fair play and good sportsmanship among athletes and coaches.
All right, we're set for this one. Both these teams like to score. Like we said, CIA is averaging 72.5 points a game coming into this one, and the Warriors are averaging 79.5 points. So I expect to see some offense.
There is going to be some offense. I don't think Heidelberg could play any other way. They just go wild. They're at times an undisciplined team. I talked to the coach. He said he's had a heck of a time reining him in the last 2 years. Finally, he's give up, and he's just tried to work with him as best he can.
Well, it's working. They're in the state championship game. They're looking for their first state championship title. 24-1 coming into the game. And Cook Inlet takes the tip. And the Eagles will get things going first. Nice hustle as Darren Edenshaw knocks the ball away and out of bounds. Cook Inlet keeps it.
Number 4, Jacob Peterson, doesn't look like your typical basketball player, but he is very sound fundamentally.
The Eagles now trying to squeeze off the first shot of the game. Inside, nice pass, nice, oh, missed the layup. That was Kyle Nettles missing, and back come the Warriors. Nettles gets the ball back. And once again, some nice defense. Ben Young jumps up and tips that ball away from the Eagles.
This is going to be up and down the court. It's going to be fun, Park.
Now buckle up, we're just getting started. Luke Myers inbounds the ball to the wrong team. Darren Edenshaw to David Edenshaw.
The Vinny Edenshaw.
Yeah, complete the trio there. I wonder if they're related.
Open.
Oh, 2 missed layups early. Petrovic gets his own rebound, then he gets fouled.
I'd say they're a little tight right now. It's going to take a couple of minutes to settle down, but then watch them go.
It seems that's the way it is in a championship game. Teams are all excited. This is the game, the one game you've keyed for all season. Now you're here and you got to kind of settle down. I think the team that settles down first is the team that's going to get a big advantage.
Well, again, Heidelberg, this is revenge for them. They got knocked out last year by CIA. They've been looking for it all along.
There's the missed layup and then the hustle and a foul. Back to live action. 1-0 to score as Petrovic gets one of his free throws. Cook Inlet, the defending 2A boys champs. They return all but one player from last year's championship team.
Yeah, both these teams are, they have some seniors on them, especially Heidelberg, all juniors and seniors.
Cook Inlet gunning for its 3rd title. A long 3-point shot, rattles around and goes in. That's Kyle Nettles.
Nettles isn't afraid to put it up.
Against Hydaburg, you got to be able to put it up. I would expect that Cook Inlet wants to keep the pace a little slower, too.
Yes, they do. They're a very disciplined ball club. They'll run set plays. They want to slow it down. They could keep this game in the 40s. They're going to be thrilled to death.
Of course, just the opposite for the Warriors. These guys like to run. They want to track me.
Well, the Warriors yesterday scored 57 points in the second half.
Nice drive to the hoop. Another missed layup. We're still seeing some nerves. Luke Myers misses that one.
Yeah, Luke won't miss many of them. A lot of people believe he's the best player in 2A.
Myers inbounds the ball, and Eagles back in business. Nettles calling the play from way back there. Teams about evenly matched when it comes to height. Peterson's shot goes up, and it goes in. They go to the line and try to make it a 3-point play and try to give the Eagles a 6-1 lead in the early going. This is the kind of pace I think Cook Inlet wants to see.
Yes, they do.
There's the replay. Just good timing. Peterson fakes, lets the guy hit him, and puts it up. He scores on the free throw. It's 6-1 with 5:51 to go in the first period.
There's a lot of leaping ability here, as you're seeing right there.
Another missed layup.
Darren Edenshaw's not going to miss that one very often. He's a great leaper, along with Petrovic.
Working the ball. Peterson up to Myers. The ball almost knocked away, but Eagles maintain possession.
Myers runs the show for him. He's the point guard, even though you have the little Nettles in there.
Nice pass, Peterson. Andy Hall, and it's an 8-1 ball game. Hydaburg still trying to fire up that high-octane offense. They've missed a couple of easy layups early.
Well, we got to look for Vinny Edenshaw to do something here to get him fired. He does it.
It was George Petrovic.
Well, that's a pretty athletic move right there.
Petrovic has been averaging 27 points a game in this tournament. Rebound to the Warriors, and back they come quickly. They love to run. They almost turn it over, but they grab the handle and reset. Petrovic for three, no good. Rebound Myers. Or sorry, Calden Hillier.
Hillier's a great leaper, but he'll also take the three-point shot from out front.
He's been averaging 15 points a game in this tournament. Lead the way for Cook Inlet, so they look to repeat. Peterson just backs up just a smidge. Enough to get the angle he wants, and it's a 10-3 ball game. 3:42 to play in the first quarter.
Now, he isn't an athlete, as much athleticism as the other players, but he does it with smarts.
He kind of looks, reminds me of playing style of Kevin McHale.
Yes.
A name from the past.
I didn't know you're that old, John.
I'm older than that. I remember when they wore shorts.
Yeah, Stockton still does.
Timeout on the court. 3:23 to play in the first quarter. Let's go to our interview on the sideline.
Okay, thank you, Carp. With us, we've got Gary Matthews from ASA, Executive Director. Gary, you guys taken March Madness to a new level in basketball, 1A and 2A.
Free t-shirts to give away.
Both schools, 1A and 2A at the surface gym, created a really neat environment. Any plans for different plans for the future?
Well, you know, we've heard a lot of people say, why don't we have the 1A, 2A at the Sullivan during the same week as the 3A, 4A? Maybe start off earlier in the week with the 1A, 2A, and then finish it up with the 3A, 4A. And I think it's an interesting idea. So a lot of people are asking why we don't do it. I said, I don't know. See if it's possible or not. We need to check and see if the schools would be willing to do it. See if we could get extra days in the arena. One advantage would be we could get these kids who are playing in the schools to play in the Sullivan Arena. That's probably the only time they'll ever get to be in there as a player. And it'd be an awesome experience if we could do it. We could celebrate a whole week of basketball in Alaska and make it, instead of having two separate weekends, put it all together and have a whole week. People could come to town and spend a whole week here. It'd be just awesome. It would be cool.
Oh, that would be so much fun. What you've done with this year is a step in the right direction. Look at this. We're outgrowing this place, aren't we?
Yeah, I think so. If you look around, I mean, we've had to ask people not to get on the floor. And when the game is over or at halftime, there's just nowhere for people to go. You know, they walk around, or the benches are too close to the floor and stuff. So it's we're ready to move on. I think.
Okay, thanks, Gary. Okay, back to you, Carp.
Thank you very much. Sounds like a good plan, moving to the Sullivan Arena, though I kind of like this. It's real cozy here at Service High School. The place is jam-packed.
Yeah, it's great to see.
3:03 to play in the first quarter. 10-3 Cook Inlet. They're getting the pace they want, mostly because the Warriors are missing some easy shots. That's causing them to think a couple of times before they shoot.
They'll dial it up. I just can't see them being below 40.
Ball is turned over. Hillier with it. Over to Nettles, who thought about it. Gets to Peterson. Hydaburg comes up with the steal. Here come the Warriors.
You notice how quick they're getting out on Vinny. He hit about 4 or 5 3-pointers yesterday.
They're not going to make it easy for him. Not and stay in the game anyway. Rapovich misses his shot. Eagles get the rebound and they slowly bring it down. This is the pace they're looking for. Peterson doing some work in the middle. Nettles saves it. Hillier back to Nettles. Nettles launches a three-pointer just off the mark. Here come the Warriors. Edenshaw. Three-pointer, good.
He can shoot the lights out. When he gets on, he kills them.
That's Darren Edenshaw.
But a nice pass by Vinny, too. He had a layup he
yeah.
could have tried, but he passed it out for the 3.
It paid dividends, and now it's a 10-6 ball game. There's a wide-open three-pointer. You don't want to leave Luke Myers out there like that.
That's Luke Skywalker Myers on that shot. He went up pretty nice for that jump shot.
These teams are too good, all of the players, to leave the one player alone that wide open.
Yes.
And a foul on the play, or
stepped out of bounds.
Just a turnover. 1:16 to go, 13-6 is the score. Cook Inlet on top. Some pressure by the Warriors. The Eagles seem to handle it.
So far, we haven't seen that cocky attitude by Heidelberg. They can get really cocky and have a lot of fun out there.
Nettles for 3, just off the mark. And then he comes back and fouls David Edenshaw. Let's take a look at the bumping going on out there. Yeah, kind of a.
That was a body block, a little bit.
That would be okay in football, but Vinny with some wild moves. Ball going off, Cook Inlet.
Vinny is now helping the ref, telling him exactly how he should be calling this game.
And the refs, I'm sure, are very thankful to hear that. I've noticed all the refs that I see in basketball games, they love the criticism. And the Warriors looking for a shot. And they get a shot. That's David Edenshaw.
A little unorthodox, but it went in.
Yep, they'll take that one.
Things are heating up here now a little bit.
13-8 to score with 16 seconds, and Cook Inlet content just to run the clock down and get that last shot off. Peterson way back, no good. Rebound, 5 seconds to go. 2 seconds, 1 second, long shot. Oh, closer than I thought it would be. After 1 quarter of play, we got a ball game. Cook Inlet leads Hydaburg by a count of 13-8. Stay with us.
March Madness Alaska is brought to you in part by Alaska Commercial Company, Alaska Tobacco Control Alliance, Subway, Anchorage Chronicle.
It's about not doing drugs. It's about knowing where you come from, what you do, and who you are. It's about not doing drugs.
Welcome back. Ready for quarter number 2. The teams have kind of got over that nervous section of the game. There's a Hydaburg coach, Jim Holian. working on his team. They have the ball to start the quarter. And Nettles whistled for his second foul.
Silly foul there. You wouldn't think that this Heidelberg group would get too nervous. 6 of them are licensed scuba divers, so now why they do that, I don't know, but
they must have a flooding problem in Heidelberg.
I don't know what it is here.
Warriors down by 5. They'll try to change that. Instead, they turn the ball over. Nettles comes up with it, wisely pulls back, and they'll set the offense up. Peterson.
Nice hustle by Daniel Franks to stop that fast break that time.
He stopped a couple easy baskets here and there. Well, they're calling a foul, even though the crowd here to my right, predominantly Warrior fans, were calling for a jump ball.
Once again, the refs get lots of help.
You bet. Thank goodness there's only 2 whistles in the house. 13-8 is our score. Early in the second quarter, Cook Inlet looking to defend their title. They're up by 5. Myers. Now Nettles.
Being very patient, taking their time.
Hillier with kind of a weird shot, but he gets his own rebound.
Oh.
Yeah, they're going to call that a travel out.
I think that might have been a makeup call. I think he missed that one up and down there.
Yeah, but it was a good hustle play.
It was a good hustle play.
Here come the Warriors. Trying to beat the pressure. Edenshaw, no good. Peterson comes up with a rebound, caught in the corner, gets it out to Nettles, and here comes Cook Inlet. Peterson now, he's going to like that shot. No go. Rapovich with the rebound. The Edenshaw people get it. That's Vinny. And Vinny scores and makes it a 13-10 ball game.
And Vinny just couldn't help but tell Patterson how well he did.
Another miss by the Warriors, but a putback by Ravich. And it's 13-12. Suddenly, it's a close ball game. Cook Inlet has to be careful not to turn the ball over too quickly. They could get in a track meet, and suddenly they find themselves being buried.
You don't want to get in a track meet with this team.
Here come the Warriors, and they turn the ball over.
Hillier.
Nettles get it back out to Hillier. Hillier to Hall. Back to Myers. Peterson. Long shot by Hillier, no good. The rebound goes oh, missing some easy shots. And the Warriors come away with it. As Luke Myers misses another layup opportunity. Travich. Eric Travich. I'm trying to come up with the right pronunciation of his name.
That's a tough one. Pavatarich.
He's, we'll get used to saying his name because he's going to score some points in this one. 5 minutes to go. Timeout called by Cook Inlet. 30-second timeout.
Maybe just call him George.
George.
Just call him George.
Big George.
Big George.
He's a junior. He'll be back.
Yes. Now Darren Edenpaul last year played in Europe. He played with an all-star team. Here he goes right here.
Edenshaw up. Edenshaw, no good. But there's Big George.
Big George putting it in. Darren's also McDonald's All-American candidate.
Back to live action. Here we go. Jim Holian trying to get his Warriors untracked. They lead or trail by 1. Cook Inlet now working the ball inside. Peterson manages to grab it. Inside to Hillier. Hillier to Nettles. and that's a bucket.
Well, Nettles has shot 3 of them. He's just hit one.
16-12. No, they're calling it just a 2-pointer. So it's 15-12.
Must have had his foot on the line.
Looked awful close. But we'll take the ref's word for it. That's what they get paid for. Vinny Edenshaw, a little fancy dribbling.
Oh, he hasn't done nothing yet. He'll do it before the night's over.
There's George. David Edenshaw gets rebounds back to Hydaburg.
Oh.
No good. Ooh.
They kind of mugged Patterson a little bit down there, roughed him up a little bit.
Daniel Frank making the most of that foul. Let's take a look to see where his feet are on the line.
There's 2 sides of the game, ref. Call it.
Yeah, that should have been a 3-pointer, no question.
Gee, our eyes aren't so bad after all.
I kind of thought he was back there, but you know, things go move by fast, and what do I know? Let's just hope that doesn't come back to be the deciding factor in the ball game. And a small stoppage of play. So they try to get things going.
The fouls are 4-4, so it's not favoring one team here.
Oh, no. Refs are actually doing a good job.
Yep. That's a big, tough game to have to officiate.
Peterson with a shot, no good. And what do we got? Foul call. Darren Edenshaw called for a push. We're going to be seeing some, with this foul rate, we're going to be seeing penalty shots in the second quarter.
Oh, you haven't seen anything. The first game that Hydaburg was in, there was 56 fouls called.
Ooh.
5 people fouled out and 4 more had 4. That's not unusual for this team.
Living on the edge. 3:54 to go in the first half. 15-12, Cook Inlet Academy. Warriors still having trouble breaking out of that offensive funk. No problem for Nettles. Nettles now having a pretty good game for Cook Inlet Academy. He's got 8 points. And it's 18-12.
Hydaburg just is not moving the way they normally move.
Edenshaw's shot is way off. I'm sorry, it was Ben Young's shot was way off. Cook Inlet comes back. They are standing around a lot. I wonder if 2 days of running and gunning taking a little steam out of them. Peterson with the rebound. He puts it up and in, and it's 20-12. And we're seeing offense, but it's coming from the Eagles.
They better start running pretty soon, or they're going to be blown out of this. Now, Vinny hasn't scored yet. He's averaging 20-some a game. There he goes.
Vinny takes it up and puts it in.
I'm sorry, that's his 4th point.
That's a 20-14 ball game. 2:41 to go in the first half. Here come the Eagles. Oh. Travels called as Hillier slips on the floor. Lucky he doesn't hurt himself on that kind of a play. He had a head of steam going there.
He was moving pretty fast.
Let's take a look at it one more time. He just kind of loses his footing. Ball goes right to the cameraman. Back to live action. Kravich misses.
Cook Academy's doing a nice job on the board. They're blocking out, getting good position under there.
Yeah, we'll see a turnover there. Neither team shooting exceptionally well. It's just Cook Inlet is shooting more.
One more.
No good. Kravich has got it.
And they weren't blocking out that time.
That's a guy you got to block out.
Yes.
And it's a 20-16 game. Not anymore. 22-16.
Luke
Myers tangles with our cameraman. Our cameraman's going to be called for a personal foul there. Oh. That was a little 30-on-30 there as Andy Hall bumps into Daniel Frank.
And I think Daniel Frank kind of likes the contact. He likes to hit.
Let's take a look at that. Nice. And then right into the cameraman. Yeah, that's clearly our cameraman's fault.
I think we're going to call him Skywalker. He gets up there pretty well.
22-16 is our count with 1:35 to play in the first half. Vinny takes a long shot and misses. Peterson with a rebound, and here come the Eagles. Ball was knocked away and then out of bounds by Hydaburg.
A little bit of bumping going on out there.
Yeah, we're having some fun here. Petrovich leads away with 7 points for Hydaburg, and that's the same amount that Peterson has for the Eagles. Another turnover. Here comes Daniel Frank. Just kind of throws one up. No good. Hillier gets it.
He's saying, where's the foul? But I don't think there was one.
No, there wasn't a foul there. Nice interception.
Here comes the dunk.
Let's see what Big George does. Oh! But Hydaburg manages to come up with the ball anyway. And Petrovich makes up for it.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
And Nettles' long ball won't go. 22-18 with less than 30 seconds to go at halftime. No good. Another missed layup.
But he's going in, isn't he? He just up and down the court. Big George is fun to watch.
He's still probably thinking about that missed dunk.
I think he is. I don't think you probably ever had that problem, did you, Coach?
No, I never even tried to dunk. Sometimes we go down to the grade schools where they had the 7-foot baskets and pretend we were Dr. J, but most of the time the little kids still beat us, so we didn't go there too often. 14 seconds to play in the half. 22-18, Cook Inlet Academy. And George is called for the foul. That would be his second foul, I believe.
As you can tell, the helpers are back.
And the Hydaburg fans don't think it was a foul at all, though. If they had pockets on those shorts, then George's hand would be in his pocket.
Yep. That's a pretty tough one to get away from. When you reach in like that, they're going to call it almost every time.
Even if you don't touch him, you're probably going to get the call. He did touch him, and now Luke Myers goes to the line and makes it a 23-18 ball game with 9 seconds to go in the half. This is just the pace the Eagles were looking for.
Yep. And Luke Myers is an excellent free throw shooter. I think in the contest originally he shot 25 to 25.
Wow, not bad. He hits both of these, and it's 24-18 with 9 seconds to go.
And here comes Vinny.
Vinny whipping through the... Vinny. And that's going to be the halftime score. Nice play by Vinny Edenshaw.
Vinny's going to come out fired up. You wait.
That's just what the doctor ordered, maybe. 24-20, our halftime score. Cook Inlet Academy leading Hydaburg. Let's go down to Steve Ivanoff. Steve, who you got?
Okay, thanks, Carp. With me, I have the coach, Max Vavilov. Max, if you could keep this game under 55, that's what you want.
It would be nice to do that. We got to get into run and gun and show game with them, and that's their style of game, not ours. So we have to play our style of game to be able to compete.
Yeah, you know, I would be willing to bet my dividend that they've never scored 20 points in the first half of the whole year, and you're doing a great job containing, being patient with the ball.
Thank you. Our offense needs a little bit adjustment because we're not being very patient on offense, although our defense is working pretty good, so hopefully we'll continue in the second half.
Okay, thanks. Good luck in the second half, Coach. Back to you, Carp.
Thank you very much, Steve. Steve Ivanoff helping us out with his sideline interviews. It's halftime. We're going to see some Queen of the Court action. And we're going to see some highlights, talk about some stats, and a whole bunch of good stuff. We'll get right to it right after this break. Stay with us. Lots of basketball to come.
March Madness Alaska is brought to you in part by Anchorage Marriott Downtown, Alaska Airlines, Pacific Motors, Aurora Electric Datatel.
I had my first cigarette when I was 13. When I found out how bad it was, I tried to quit. But I couldn't. Believe me. I wish I could.
These are the faces of today's business world. The Inupiat of Alaska's Arctic, the people who own Arctic Slope Regional Corporation, a large, diversified, successful company with subsidiaries in Alaska, the lower 48, and around the world. ASRC is committed to the cultural and economic freedom of our Inupiat shareholders. Traditional values, a stable future. ASRC, supported by the past, building a strong tomorrow.
Because you believed in me?
I can believe in you.
I can believe in me.
Because you pushed me to be better.
You pushed me to be better.
I learned to push myself.
Myself.
Because you showed me respect.
Respect.
I respect others.
I respect myself.
Because you showed me a place.
I can use everything you taught me.
I found my place.
I have found my place.
This is my place. For all the young men and women in the United States Air Force, there was one person who showed them the possibilities and opened the door. To the teachers, counselors, ministers, and moms and dads who helped a young man or young woman discover that the greatest force of all is inside of themselves. We thank you. And more importantly,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
say thank you.
Welcome back to Service High School. We're at halftime of the boys' 2A state championship game. Cook Inlet Academy leading Hydaburg 24-20. Back on March 19th, they held the Powerade cheerleading competition at the Sullivan Arena. Let's take a look at the Bartlett High School squad. talk some more about this exciting game. The second half is coming up. Stay with us.
March Madness Alaska is brought to you in part by AT&T Alaska, Arctic Slope Regional Corporation, Coca-Cola, KTUU.
How can you be where I am, be anybody, using tobacco? We're sometimes at 10,000 feet. If you're smoking cigarettes up there, you'd not be able to breathe doing what I do. Tobacco's not sexy. The tobacco industry makes you think it's sexy. But it's gross, it smells, you got bad breath. Girls that smoke, you ever kissed a girl that smokes? It's disgusting. Guys that spit tobacco on the ground, it's gross, you know, there's nothing appealing about it. What do I think about tobacco? Tobacco's bad.
I don't know about you, but my life is already full of enough reality. Okay, I've got friends that eat worms, but they're not signing up to do it on national TV. Now, here's a reality I can deal with. AT&T WorldNet service. You get unlimited internet service for one low price. Sign up right now and you'll earn 1,000 bonus Alaska Airlines miles, plus 1,000 miles every 6 months, plus earn miles for almost every dollar you spend, including internet service. Now, that's a reality I can deal with. Call 1-800-761-7617.
I'm Don Henley. 2003 marks the centennial anniversary of the National Wildlife Refuge System. Today, more than 530 refuges conserve some 90 million acres throughout the country. With a refuge in each and every state, and many within short drives of major cities, it's easy to see what the National Wildlife Refuge System is all about. Help us celebrate this truly outstanding legacy. Visit your local refuge.
We are back. Let's go to Steve Ivanoff.
Okay, thank you, Garb. With me, I've got Jason Calderera from Service High School here. He is one of the coordinators of the tournament here. This is a lot of work, but it's work that you don't mind.
Not at all. You know, this is a great showcase of talent of these student athletes from across the state, and to have here at Service High School, we're honored to host it every year, and we're really glad to see such a great home crowd atmosphere over this weekend here.
Yeah, you know, earlier it was mentioned for villages like ours, we have a 64-foot floor, and to come into this 94-foot floor, which is basically college size, you know, it's more than an adjustment factor, but what a nice atmosphere for our kids from the rural villages to play in.
It is super, and we appreciate, you know, the opportunity to kind of showcase some of the talent that is around the state and kind of create a state championship atmosphere here. And it's a great facility, but it's still kind of small enough to create that home crowd atmosphere. You can feel the heat here. Obviously, it's standing room only, and it's just a tremendous opportunity to host this championship basketball here at Service.
Okay, Jason, hats off to you. Job well done.
Thank you, sir. All right.
We are going to a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about first half stats, show you some first half highlights, and get you primed and ready for second half of boys 2A state championship basketball. Stay with us.
They served our grandparents' and continue today to serve our youth as a proud sponsor of ASAA, Alaska Commercial Company, the community store for rural Alaska.
There are a lot of reasons First National Bank's local service makes a difference here in Alaska. Charlie Weimer is one of them. We don't report to California or call back east for approvals. At First National Bank Alaska, you get answers right here. You get help right away. In fact, we offer everything you want from a bank, and a few things you might not expect. First National Bank, Alaska.
Hello, can I help you with something?
Yeah, I'm looking for a wallet.
Oh, celebrating high school graduation.
No, I dropped out.
哦，星啊，呢個友仔要買荷包啊！
睇佢阿碌碌好似買到星咁。
係啊，真係可惜啊！中學都畢唔到業。
我翻嚟啦。Hey. Isn't it a little small?
Go to Operation OperationGraduation.com.
No school today?
No, I dropped out.
You dropped out.
Go to OperationGraduation.com.
And we are back at the Service High Gymnasium where Bedlam reigns. They're throwing around some T-shirts here. Let's throw some highlights at you. First half action. This is Jacob Peterson. Kevin McHale type moves there as he gets the bucket to go. Later on, it'll be Mr. Peterson again. As he takes it to the hole, Peterson with 7 points in the first half.
Get all those played early.
And then Luke Myers. Nice bucket by him. Myers with 7. Nettles leads away with 8. Some balanced scoring for CIA. For Hydaburg, there's Vindy Edenshaw taking it to the hole and getting it to drop. And then Big George. Radrovich.
Hey, he did good on that one.
You know, if you say it like you know what you're talking about, then you can, you know, buffalo everybody but his parents. All right. He actually has a couple of buckets in this game. He's got 9 points to lead the way for Hydaburg. Yeah. And I expect that he'll score a couple more before the game is over. Let's take a look at some of the shooting stats here. Field goals, 9 of 22 for Hydaburg. For CIA, 9 of 27 for Hydaburg. So 41% and 33%. 33% isn't going to do it to win a championship game. You've got to be over 40%, and you got to keep the other guys to at least 40%. Free throws, Heidelberg's only shooting, we're not seeing a lot of shoot. A total of 5 in the whole game. Three-pointers, 1 of 9 for Hydaburg, 3 of 10 for Cook Inlet, and that's basically the difference of this one.
Yeah, I think you're going to see Heidelberg come out and hit some.
We sit at 24-20 in favor of the defending champions, Cook Inlet Academy. And when we come back, we'll be ready for the second half of action. Stay with us.
March Madness Alaska is brought to you in part by Anchorage Marriott Downtown, Alaska Airlines, Pacific Motor, Aurora Electric Datatel.
I had my first cigarette when I was 13. When I found out how bad it was, I tried to quit. But I couldn't. Believe me, I wish I could.
These are the faces of today's business world. The Inupiat of Alaska's Arctic, the people who own Arctic Slope Regional Corporation, a large, diversified, successful company with subsidiaries in Alaska, the lower 48, and around the world. ASRC is committed to the cultural and economic freedom of our Inupiat shareholders. Traditional values, a stable future. ASRC, supported by the past, building a strong tomorrow.
Because you believed in me, I can believe in you.
I can believe in me.
Because you pushed me to be better.
You pushed me to be better.
I learned to push myself.
Myself.
Because you showed me respect.
Respect.
I respect others.
I respect myself.
Because you showed me a place.
I can use everything you taught me.
I found my place.
I have found my place.
This is my place. For all the young men and women in the United States Air Force, there was one person who showed them the possibilities and opened the door. To the teachers, counselors, ministers, and moms and dads who helped a young man or young woman discover that the greatest force of all is inside of themselves. We thank you. And more importantly, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
They thank you.
We are back and ready to kick off the second half. And we are underway. Nettles getting the first touch for Cook Inlet Academy. And getting the first bump. Nonetheless, the Eagles hold on to it. Meyer looking around, gets it back to Nettles.
Heidelberg's really moving on defense.
Peterson now down low where he likes it. He gets it to Hillier. Hillier's shot just won't go. Second time's the charm, though. 26-20.
Hilliard gets up nice. He jumps very well.
He has a smooth move in there. Here comes Hydaburg with their first crack at it. Vinny takes it to the hole, gets bumped around, no call, and the ball comes right back out to the Warriors. That's a turnover. They're giving it to Cook Inlet.
Nice play by Hilliard.
I was about to say, I don't want to be the guy who has to untangle that one. I didn't know who it went off of. It bounced off of so many people. 26-20. Minute into the second half. Cook Inlet pretty much had things their own way in this one. Peterson, nice little layup. He missed it and missed it again.
Two easy ones.
Petrovich comes up with that. Rebound, and here come the Warriors. Vinny. Edenshaw over to David Edenshaw. Over to Darren Edenshaw to the back of the basket, bottom of the basket. 26-22. Edenshaw connection clicking there for the Warriors.
Makes it kind of easy, though, doesn't it? To say Edenshaw.
Edenshaw to Edenshaw. Yeah, that for announcing it doesn't get much easier. Inside to Peterson, and he just puts it up, and it seems like if he gets that step back where he wants to, he hits that shot almost all the time. 28-22.
He's got a big body. He uses that body to shield off the defender. Does a nice job on that.
Yes, he does. There's another bucket by Darren Edenshaw, and it's 28-24. We're seeing a little more offense here as the second half gets underway.
Heidelberg's throwing up a press, trying to get the ball moving, get it going up and down the court faster.
Into Peterson, and Peterson loses the ball.
Well, you can see what CIA is trying to do. They're trying to work it down in here. They must feel that Peterson can score on him.
Edenshaw to Edenshaw, no good. And Vinny Edenshaw comes away with a rebound. It was a long rebound.
That was a full court rebound.
Absolutely. Vinny Edenshaw spins. He'll be fouled before he shoots.
Well, it looked like Vinny said, I'm going to take the ball into him. He said, I did it at the end of the second half. I can do it the first half. I can do it now.
Luke Myers' first foul of the game. Vinny Edenshaw. Big George off the rebound, off the rim. Back to Karakovic. And it's 28-26.
Heidelberg's very active right now. They're trying to get this game moving. Nice steal.
Big George with the steal. And he gives it right back to Nettles. Here comes Cook Inlet. Hillier. Short shot off the glass.
Right up and over Vinny.
Very smooth player. Vinny fouled before he can get the ball to his partner.
His cousin.
4:20 to play in the third quarter. It's 30-26. And no good. And picked off by Perokovich. His shot is no good. He gets his own rebound and puts it up and in. He now has 13 points in the game. Another quick turnover. Edenshaw could tie it. He doesn't, but Big George does.
Big George is hustling.
It's a 30-30 ball game. That's 15 points now for George Perokovich. Nettles gets it inside. Peterson likes that. Oh, and he missed a good shot. An easy shot, but he'll be fouled by Perokovich.
George says, I need a break. I'm tired.
looking for a blow there. And a couple of subs will come in. Let's take a look at it. Peterson trying to get uncorked here in the second half, and he's had a couple of misses from up close. And there's the other replay as they tie the game. Hey, if you're interested in purchasing a copy of this game or any of the championship basketball games, they're available from KTUU. Call our dub request line at 762-9595. High quality work by Trent McNally and Company. Let's go to Steve Ivanov. He has a guest down on the sideline.
Okay, thank you, Carp. With me right here, we've got Verlaine Edenshaw from Hydaburg, mother of Vinny Edenshaw. Powerful, powerful offensive teams. How are those boys related?
What boys?
The Edenshaw boys, David, Vinny, and Darren.
They're all cousins.
They're all what?
They're cousins.
They're all cousins. Well, you got a lot to be proud of because these kids, they just whopped us the other night, and we didn't mind losing to them because they're so awesome. Good, you got to be proud.
I am. Vinny's been dribbling a ball since he was 2.
Okay, thank you, Verlaine. Congratulations.
Okay, thank you.
Back to you, Carp.
Thank you, Steve. And Luke Myers puts one up and in. Putting Cook Inlet Academy back on top, 32-30. This is kind of more of the scoring pace the Warriors are looking for.
Be interested to see with the 2 scorers out of here right now.
Daniel Frank can't get his shot up, and neither can David Edenshaw. Turnovers. Cook Inlet Academy has turned the ball over 13 times, as opposed to just 9 for Hydaburg, but still it's a close game. And we'll see what we got here. A shooting foul going.
The action's getting fast and furious here.
Season is running out. You got to get all the action in you can. 2:58 left in the third quarter. As David Edenshaw misses the first of 2.
And here's Darren Edenshaw back in the game. So they got 2 of their big 3 back in.
Second shot also short. Cook Inlet gets the rebound. And they'll call it a jump ball. Hydaburg takes control. And back in comes George Paratrovich into the game.
He'll put the energy back in it.
And Vinny Hydaburg over to Darren Hydaburg. Darren kind of underhands it, no good. Rebound floating loose, and Nettles comes up with it for Cook Inlet Academy. And George steals the ball. Gets it to Vinny. He takes it right down the lane and gets the ball to drop it. The game is tied again. Vinny now with 10 points.
He's the little engine that gets this big machine moving.
Rebound bouncing around. Daniel Frank comes up with it for Hydaburg, and now the Warriors could take a lead. It'll be their first lead in the game. Edenshaw puts it on top. Darren Edenshaw has given Hydaburg their first lead of the game with 1:55 to go in the third. 34-32.
You can see a little bit of worry on CIA's part right now.
And you're seeing some of the field goal, the shootings. 15 of 43. I'm sorry they took it down before I could tell you about it. Sorry about that.
The second half has definitely picked up.
Let's take a look at the basket that has given the Warriors a lead. No, that was actually going to be Vinny's drive to the hoop. That tied the game. And now we're back in live action.
I got 2.
And 1:33 to go in the game in the third quarter. I don't shortchange anybody. Nettles for the three-pointer, and Cook Inlet Academy is back on top. Sorry, my voice is going there.
This is the third time I've seen Nettles play, and this is by far the best game I've seen him play.
He's having a good game. So is George Peratrovich. And it's 36-35, Hydaburg. Eagles get the ball outside.
Going to take one shot with 51 seconds left.
No foul, George! No foul!
I think they're still going to try to work it inside. Peterson back out to Myers. Myers hits a three-pointer, and it's back to a two-point lead for Cook Inlet, 38-36, with 33 seconds to go in the third quarter. Vinny is fouled by Peterson. And that would be Peterson's second personal foul. Scoring-wise, Peratrovich has 17 in the game to lead all scorers. Luke Myers has 12. Let's take a look. You can see the three-pointer. And yes, it is.
Got a sweet jump shot.
27 seconds. Vinny he was on his way to the hole before he got fouled. Hillier swatted it down just because. They're trained to do that, highly trained athletes. 23 seconds to go in the third quarter of a very tight game, 38-36.
Fouls haven't been a big problem here with anyone yet.
Not yet, but Cook Inlet has 5, so it won't be long till they're giving up the bonus. George has the ball stripped away. Three-point. That's all three-point shots. All Cook Inlet, 5 of 12. Hydaburg just 1 of 11. And Peratrovich has been called for a foul there with 11 seconds to go.
That's his 4th.
Oh, that's not a good thing. Yes.
Bad foul with 6 seconds to go.
Those are the kind that give coaches ulcers. Oh, count it. Count it. Cook Inlet. Luke Myers hits the three-pointer at the buzzer, and after 3 quarters of play, it's still a good ball game. 41 for Cook Inlet, 36 for Hydaburg. Don't go away. This thing is far from over.
March Madness Alaska is brought to you in part by Alaska Commercial Company, Alaska Tobacco Control Alliance, Subway, Anchorage Chronicle.
It's about not doing drugs. It's about knowing where you come from, what you do. And who you are. It's about not doing drugs.
And we are back. Here's a shot of Luke Myers. Luke Myers' shot right at the buzzer. Look at that. And that took a 3-point game, or excuse me, a 2-point game, and made it a 5-point game at the buzzer.
And that's why a lot of people think he's the best player in 2A.
5 points separate these two teams. Not that I want to throw a fly anyway, but remember that three-pointer, they only called for 2 for Hydaburg there.
Could be big.
Could be big. And Warriors maintain control. 7:49 to play in the ball game. It's a close one, and you just know that Hydaburg coach Jim Holian is a little nervous. Ball to Peterson. Not to Hillier. In the corner to Myers, who travels.
Skywalker went skywalking.
I think he kind of just lost his inspiration halfway through that.
Didn't know to shoot, pass, or what to do.
So it's a turnover, and here come the Warriors. They need to cut this back down. And they do. Well, that's Darren Edenshaw with a three-pointer. Darren Edenshaw now with 12 points in the game. Nettles to Myers. Trying to forget that last time he touched the ball. Whoa. Myers underneath. He can't get his shot to go, and here come the Warriors trailing by 2. 41-39 with 7 minutes to go in the game. Turnovers could start haunting you about now, and Hydaburg has 11. Cook Inlet has 17. Edenshaw can't get his shot to go, but he will go to the line and try to make up for it there. And now, if we look at the foul again in slow-mo, we can tell you that Cook Inlet is now at 16 fouls, and so Hydaburg is in the bonus. That could be important down the stretch.
That was a shooting foul there, Carp, so he gets 2.
But after this, they'll shoot 1 and 1.
Which is great for them.
6:48 to play. 41-41. Hillier to Peterson. Peterson scores.
In the right
Peterson
place
with 11 points. Yeah.
The right place at the right time that time.
They seem to get away from trying to get the ball inside to him, and I'd go back to that. He was giving them fits. Edenshaw from way back. And Hydaburg has the lead, 44-43. With 6:20 to play.
Talk about a smooth player. He just doesn't have no effort at all in his game.
He seems to be in the groove here, and that's something that Cook Inlet Academy doesn't want to see. Myers takes the ball, drives, passes to Peterson, and Peterson is hammered on the arm by Vinny Edenshaw. No doubt about that one.
That wasn't a cheapie.
Let's take a look at it. Yeah. There could have been a foul called earlier, too.
Yeah.
So here we go. Back to live action. 5:55. Play in this one, and Hydaburg leads by 1. Oh. And they're going to call it on. Looks like they're going to call it on David Edenshaw. Oh, let's see, crowd not happy with Vinny. Yeah, could have gone either way, but for Vinny that would have been, well, that would have just been his second foul. So to the line, shooting 2 is Calder Hillier.
Skylar had a few problems shooting down at the regionals on his free throws. He looks like a good free throw shooter, but he just wasn't connecting.
He has such a smooth style, you think free throws would be easy for him. We'll see what he does. No pressure here.
No pressure at all.
State championship game, packed house.
1-point game.
He hits them both, his team takes the lead. He's tied the game with that one. And that's his 5th point of the game. And the Eagles have taken the lead back, 45-44 on a pair of field goals by Hillier. Edenshaw, Vinny Edenshaw's pass is stolen by Peterson. He manages to get it past the trap.
Did a nice job getting it out of there.
And they'll call that an offensive foul on Luke Myers. Myers' 3rd foul.
Daniel Frank was pretty happy with himself on that one.
Yes, sir. Take one for the team there. 5:32 to go in the game. They'll mop up a little the perspiration that is on the floor. This is everything we expected to be. Not maybe as high scoring as we thought it might be, but it's a very close ball game.
Well, it's picked up this second half.
Yes, it has. And Peterson called for a foul. That's his third. And they'll be shooting 1 and 1. 8th team foul now for Cook Inlet. 2 more and they'll be shooting double bonus. A lot of time left. You don't want to get in the double bonus this early.
No, not at all. That could hurt them.
Especially in this kind of game. But they've got to convert, the Warriors do. David Shaw's first shot is up, and it. Game is tied at 45.
Nice soft rotation.
Shaw can give the Warriors the advantage with this one. And it goes 46-45, 5:25 to play in the game. Hydaburg leading the way. Somebody lost Peterson, and Peterson makes him pay. 47-46, Cook Inlet Academy.
Vinny's going all over the court now. He's re-energized.
Vinny looks like this is the first quarter. He's got so much energy. Edenshaw with another bucket. David Edenshaw puts the Warriors back on top, 48-47. Here comes Nettles, slows it down. Gets it to Hall, back to Nettles. Inside, outside, three-point attempt on the way, and it's good.
Nettles has been the difference in this game, the littlest guy on the court.
Nettles now with 14 points. And it's 50-48. Cook Inlet Academy, and the ball is turned over, and here come the Eagles. Peterson down low, puts it up and in. The crowd calling for a little bit offensive call there. There is none. And Hydaburg says, hey, let's slow this down and get our act back together. 52-48, 4:22 to go in the game.
Well, that fourth foul on Petrovic really has hurt him.
Let's take a look and see. Yeah, actually, the Hydaburg fans are fortunate they didn't call that. That should have been a blocking foul. They should have been shooting another.
And then he did just a little bit of flop.
Yeah.
He didn't get hit.
Yeah, Peterson having quite a game. He has 15 points now. He and Luke Myers tied for the team lead. Nettles has 14. 3 Eagles in double figures. Meantime, Darren Edenshaw and George Peratrovich each have 17 for Hydaburg. Let's see if Big George comes back into the game. That's 4:22 to go. There's no reason to leave him on the bench. But he still sits on the bench. Of course, this is why I'm not a coach.
That's probably it. I always thought sportscasters made great coaches.
We think so, too.
Pat Riley won?
I don't know.
Yeah, he was for a while.
Ooh. 3-pointers. That's all Cook Inlet Academy. 7 of 14. Hydaburg 3 of 13. Edenshaw going to the line after being fouled here. This is Darren Edenshaw. He's fouled by Calder Hillier.
And here comes Big George back.
That's the one thing about free throws. If you're going to get them, you got to make them. And here into the game comes Peratrovich. Daniel Frank will take a seat.
Daniel's done a nice job. He hasn't hurt his team at all. He really battles him.
He took a charge. 52-49 the score now. Edenshaw makes one of the 2 free throws. I stopped for a moment because there I saw all by himself underneath the basket. It's Peterson. They didn't get him the ball, but they didn't have to.
because Hillier scores on that one to make it 54-49. It's now a 5-point Eagle lead with 3:50 to go in the game. And Hall is called for a foul. And that should put him into the double bonus.
Academy's got to pull off a little bit, but it's a silly foul at this time of the game.
Let's take a look at this. This was called at Hillier. Boy, it just makes it look easy.
Yeah, well, George had to back off there, too. He can't go for that foul.
Exactly. David Eden Shaw hits the first. It's 54-50 now. And Eden Shaw gets them both. 54-51 with 3:40 to play in the game, 3:49 to play in the game. It's a 3-point ball game. And some pressure by the Warriors. They keep leaving Peterson open down there, and Peterson's going to make him pay. That's 17 for Peterson now.
Look what I said at the first of the game. He doesn't look like a player, but he is a player.
He's a very good player.
Yes, he is.
He's given his team a 5-point lead. Rakovic for 3. And it's 56-54 with 3:15 to go in the game. The Warriors still applying pressure. Eagles so far handling it. Ball goes off Peterson's hands and out of bounds. So the Warriors will have a chance to tie it up or take the lead. Peterson's had a pretty good game. He let that one go, but he's had a heck of a game. 17 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists.
And he's the soul of this whole team. He holds them together. Luke might be the point guard, but he's the glue.